Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. Thierry Neuville has finally become a World Rally Champion. It's only taken him 13 years, and that's just his full-time WRC career. He debuted all the way back in 2009 in a self-entered Citroën C2. But before we get into Neuville's career and his future, I just want to send my condolences to Thierry Neuville's previous co-driver, Nicolas Gilles, who finished runner-up in the championship 5 times and now has to sit back and watch Thierry Neuville win the championship alongside Martin Weidegger. I bet he kicked his TV down a flight of stairs. Well, hopefully he at the very least sent a text congratulating Neuville. I don't know how amicable their split after 2020 was, but Gilles hasn't done a lot since. He was Pierre-Louis Lebert's co-driver a few times, but not much else. As for Neuville, this championship win has been a long time coming, finishing runner-up 5 times, losing out to Sébastien Ogier 4 times and Ott Tanak once. He's also finished 3rd for the last 3 years. In fact, he hasn't finished lower than 6th since his first full-time season in 2012. He's deserved to be champion, but has mostly been battered by the success of Seb Ogier, much like Mikko Hirvonen and Jari-Matti Latvala before him, and even the likes of Marcus Gronholm and Peter Solberg in the Seb Loeb era. The two dominant Frenchmen have overseen a period of very good rally drivers not accomplishing what they should in the sport. So Thierry Neuville winning the championship is a big deal, even if the championship itself was kind of a joke. Yes, I've complained about it before, but Kalle Rovanperä and Sébastien Ogier only running a part-time campaign and doing most of the winning made this particular WRC championship almost worthless. We all know that if Kalle ran a full campaign, he probably would have won the championship. Between the two of them, they won 7 of 13 rallies, with another part-time driver in Esa-Pekka Lappi also taking a win. The full-time drivers were humiliated. Ogier did only end up missing 3 rallies, Sweden and Kenya earlier in the year, and Poland after an unfortunate accident with a local ended with them pulling out. And Kalle Rovanperä did finish outside the points at 3 of his 7 rallies, winning the other 4. Kalle returns to the series full-time in 2025 and very little is going to change from 2024. I would be massively surprised if Kalle Rovanperä didn't take a 3rd World Rally Championship. He is just the best performing driver on the grid. Thierry Neuville has 21 wins in 168 rallies. Kalle Rovanperä has 15 in 74. Elfyn Evans is another who has become very good at finishing 2nd in the championship. He's done it 4 times now after sneaking past Ott Tanak with a win in Japan. So he's the next to hopefully break his duck and finally win the World Rally Championship. One good thing about next year is a lot of drivers in the field are already champions. Ogier, Tanak, Neuville and Rovanperä. That's 4. Occasionally, that's enough to fill out half of a Rally 1 field. A step in the right direction is getting rid of the hybrid unit, following many other series in making a very good decision. That lowers the price for manufacturers and will hopefully lead to more joining the grid. Lancia coming back to rallying is a godsend, even if it is only to Rally 4 spec. It gives us Lancia fans hope for the future. A new Lancia released worldwide and a Rally 1 version is the Stellantis group's next objective, and we should badger them about it until it's done. But back to Thierry Neuville, what next for the Belgian? He's finally won the championship and he has signed on for another year with Hyundai, but he's only signed on for 1 more year right now. Maybe that's a wait and see what 2026 brings. Maybe it's an admission that he's ready to start winding down his career. Only he knows right now. I can see him following Sébastien Ogier into the world of part-time drivers in the next couple of years. Another championship win in 2025 would be great. I think it would give him a lot more credibility if he beats Kalle Rovanperä on straight terms. That is the goal for 2025, as well as holding off Ott Tanak and Elfyn Evans. The 4 of them are all set to be protagonists next year. Tanak did not have a good 2024, far too many mistakes. And Evans, usually consistent but lacking outright speed to take enough wins to counteract the few mistakes he does make. Thierry Neuville also doesn't take enough wins over the course of a year. It's just hard to imagine a full-time, fully prepared Kalle Rovanperä losing to any of these 3, which is why it was nice to see so many new drivers come through in 2024 and get a chance. Both Sami Pyri and Martin Sesks are good enough for full-time drives and they deserve them. Oliver Solberg has already proved time and time again he deserves a real shot in Rally 1, whilst others like Johan Rossell and Nikolai Gryazin also deserve a chance at the top level. There are a lot of Rally 2 drivers who are good enough. Chris Ingram, William Creighton, Jan Solons, and a few others are all pretty good. It's just a lack of opportunities that stop the WRC being a truly competitive and exciting series. It's hard to make rally boring, but at times they do push their luck. The 2024 season may be over, but it won't be too long until we get all set to go again in 2025. The Rally Monte Carlo, of course, kicks us off at the end of January. Toyota have made clear who'll be racing for them, whilst Hyundai have retained the services of Tanak and Neuville for another year. No word on a shared third car just yet. Ford likewise have not announced any plans. Could Formal and Munster return? Will another car be made ready for the likes of Martin Sesks and others? We will probably find out in the next couple of weeks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Formula E starts again next weekend, so next week is kind of a special tribute to one of the few electric series that's still standing after the demise of Nitro Cross and Extreme E, and other series like the WRC and BTCC turning their back on hybrid. Let me know your thoughts on the WRC or anything else in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.